few days saying, hey, we really liked your talk with our recruiter and we loved your resume. Look for available positions in ePACK in the next week. So they will post positions and you'll be informed after you get to talk with these people. But it's a networking opportunity as well, right? So take advantage of that by going to these career fairs and learning about all the different positions and opportunities available. And see what you like when you look at through all the employers and all the possibilities they offer.
And in addition to career fairs, there's also information sessions where certain companies will come and talk to you. I know a few weeks ago there was one from Google. I know a lot of ComSci friends that went to that. If you're interested in working for a particular company. Workshops, this is a launch, so you'd probably RSVP. If not, that's okay. You can see everything that we put on, getting ready for career fairs, how to write resumes, all sorts of stuff. There's also uploading documents. So if you need to apply for a job position on ePACK, you'll probably need to submit a resume, possibly even a cover letter. So I'm going to show you guys how to do that. You can see I've already submitted a cover letter when I applied for this job. And you're just going to click Add New. Choose a file. In this case, I'm going to use a resume file. So we'll label it as resume. Go into desktop.
That's it, just gotta throw it.
So there should be.
You're in the downloads right now?
Yeah. I'll search this. There we go. So you're going to select that. Always upload it as a PDF. If you upload it as a Word file, it's possible that the employer, when they open it, they could open it on a different viewing platform, and it could be completely messed up. Your name could be at the bottom instead of at the top. Your margins could be messed up. So always save as a PDF. And it also keeps it from being altered in any way. Be it a reader or a person. So you can label it. I'm going to call it resume launch. Submit that. And then it's there for any positions you want to apply to, and employers can see that, so that's great. Also, if you want to look up specific employers, you can go down to the employer directory. And say you're interested in working for, I don't know, Butterball. Butterball pops up, headquartered in Garner. You can get an overview of the company, and if you look right here, you can see internships and full-time jobs that are open if you're interested in working for that company. And you can also get contacts. So if you want to reach out to a recruiter, somebody that would be a good contact person if you're interested in applying, all the names are right there. You can even go back to overview. See this star right here? So if I star this company, that means I don't have to keep looking it up every time, and I can go to favorite employers, and it'll pop up. So it's just a really good sorting method. These are some of the companies I was looking at earlier. Does anybody have any questions so far? Somebody's got to have one question. Yes.
What's your name?
Sarah.
Sarah.
So if you're looking for a summer internship at a specific company, is there any way to like search by summer internship?
Yeah, actually, Prem, you want to tell her about the advanced search option?
Absolutely. So just to summarize real quick, when you go to the employer section, this is a way you can find contacts. This is a way you can find someone to informational interview, right? So take advantage of that opportunity. Now, what is the bulk of ePACK for? This is your tool for searching for jobs and internships. So that's what we're going to show you next. How do you find jobs and internships available on ePACK? The left tab, hit jobs and internships, and then ePACK jobs. When you scroll down, you have the option to do a search out of the 1,700 positions available or open on ePACK right now. and new jobs get posted each day and get taken down each day. So check frequently, and we'll give you a tool to help you do that as well. So one of the things I like to do is do the advanced search. I don't even mess with the top unless I know like a specific name, but I typically don't because I don't want to pigeonhole myself to that. And just search for particular criteria in a job I'm interested in. So with the advanced search, I can check a few job functions that I might be interested in or industries I'm interested in. So first, let me just run an example. What if I wanted to check an analyst position? I'm going to do a quick search with you all. And then maybe I also want to do database management. I could also do teaching because I'm interested in teaching. And then lastly, maybe do software development. Those would be some things I'm interested in. And if I am interested in certain times, Sarah, I can pick spring, fall, summer, whichever one. I'll highlight that. And then I can also pick, do I want an internship, do I want full-time, entry level, all that stuff, or co-op, whatever it is. So for me, I'm going to be graduating in May. Scared. I will be looking for entry-level positions, and that's starting anytime next after the spring. So I'll do this search. Now, spend some time every week on this stuff, right? Spend some time every Saturday, maybe an hour or two, to just dedicate what new jobs can I look for, what else can I do in this search. Now, if I'm going to spend an hour or two on a Saturday, maybe over lunch, to look through some jobs, I do this search and I see 223 results. And like Stephanie was mentioning earlier, that is way too much than I can deal with right now. Right? 9 in one day, something sizable I can take on and accomplish and finish in that day. So I want to maybe narrow my search down. So I can pick some industries as well. So let me just go ahead and pick maybe education. I would love to work in the education industry or maybe in the government. Those are a couple of good options for map makers. So then I'll do the search again. And when I get that results, there's 15 results. I can totally look through that in 45 minutes, right? Take a peek at each of these employers and see whether I like them or not, star them if I do, save them for later, all that good stuff. And if I'll just pick one right now, maybe look at AmeriCorps. Is there a question? Okay. I'll look at AmeriCorps. So I look at one of these positions, and I can find out more about the company in this description, as well as responsibilities of the job, and what qualifications I need to match that position. Now, be warned, when for the entry-level position, if they require like 2 to 3 years of experience, and you're graduating, and you have no experience, well, you're a perfect fit for the candidate for that position, because you've been spending 4 years doing schoolwork and related experience to make you apply, or to make you more than qualified for that kind of position. It's a perfect job for just a new graduate. For internships, if they do require experience, I would apply anyway. Look at the qualifications, see if you can do those, and don't pay too much of a mind towards the numbers that they say, in case you don't have the experience. Because an internship and co-op, they're learning opportunities. So if you don't have those experiences, still apply, see if you're qualified to do so. And at the top right, you can find out how to apply. Some of them allow you to apply on ePACK, and that's where you'll click that apply button and then upload your document. Or you can go to their website here on how to apply and apply there. And after you do the search, so I looked through all these companies on a Saturday, finished my lunch, it was great, Olive Garden, and then I'm like, okay, well, I don't think I want to look at any more of these guys, but I want to do this search again, maybe in the next week, and see what things are popping up next. Well, I can save this search. Maybe I'll save it as education and government, and that's right beside the advanced search button. And I can get weekly, monthly, quarterly, every other day emails, updates about this search. And what's also nice is that if I look through these already, I can just say, email me the new results only. So I'll get a weekly email with like 2 or 3 more positions that just got updated in that search. And I can look through those in like 10 minutes, see if I'm interested, and then explore those a little bit more. And I save that search. Question in the back. What's your name?
Felipe,
Felipe?
is it possible to narrow the searches down locally?
Yeah. So Felipe asked a good question. Is it possible to narrow the search down locally? And when I do the advanced search, there should be, I can put in a zip code for where you want to work, and then just put some radius. And it says maximum 150, so I imagine that's a decent radius. Otherwise, you may as well just do the full US, right? Does that help? Cool. Any other questions? Awesome. So that is all on ePACK. Are you sure you have no other questions? Yeah.
Okay, so when you favorite a company or employer, do you favorite like a specific job or is it the entire like company itself?
It's the company.
Okay, so like, would you be able to like how you guys kind of subscribe to like updates and not just subscribe to the company's position?
I believe you can create a search agent, is that right?
Subscribe to the search.
Like, she's saying like a specific position, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you would just, when you favorite, I think when you favorite in the search, you'll favorite the position as well as the company. But when you favorite employers and then you favorite those employers. Is that right?
Yeah. So as long as you're within the search and you favorite the position, you'll keep the position. Yeah.
That's a good question. So to keep up with that position, find the deadlines, all that good stuff. Did I get another hand?
Yeah, so when would be the best time to start applying or looking for internships?
Oh, well, like I said earlier, it's never too early to start that. So when are you looking for an internship?
Summer.
Summer? So I mean, you really can start tonight, really. I mean, it depends on where you just have to like make sure that, Herman will talk about this later, making a plan to do that, working with your network, getting your resume ready, your cover letter ready, things like that. You have to know basically with this job search what you want in order to do it. Like if you don't have a plan, then you'll just be like overwhelmed by it.
You said getting your cover letter ready too. Aren't the cover letters supposed to be like specific to the jobs that you're applying to?
Absolutely.
Yes, absolutely. That's a good point. When we say get the cover letter ready, basically we want you to be able to kind of have a general one already ready so that you already know, you have your qualifications already outlined. And what you'll do when you apply, you're going to tailor that to that job. You're going to look at the job description, you're going to look at the company, things they value, and then make it more specific to that.
You could write a new one every time, but I'm a student and I don't have time. Yeah.
Do you know of a good, like, different website that will review internships? So you know if you're getting a good internship or if they have a project associated with it or anything like that?
So there are a lot of websites that are credible resources, and you can look at reviews for some different websites. And talk to your career counselor at NC State to see whether or not certain websites are credible, and maybe where can you do your searches to find those industry-specific or field-specific positions. That's definitely a good question because not everything is reliable, right? You don't want to be looking at Craigslist, but maybe find something like internships.com kind of thing. But your career counselor can help you find that since they're more into your field.
And you can schedule an appointment through ePACK as well. We'll probably show you how to do that later.
Yeah, just before we end. Questions?
I was gonna say, as far as scheduling appointments go, I think I looked on there and there was like a month like wait time for an appointment or something like that.
So
It was something like really long.
She can address that actually.
Good question. So students can only schedule appointments 2 weeks out. So if you check every day, new availability should pop up. If you aren't seeing availability or you're a career counselor listed, you may need to go into your profile or my account section, ensure all of that information is updated and correct each semester, and if it is, you shouldn't have problems scheduling. If you still do have problems or you have issues with ePACK, you can always call us so we can get it situated.
So we have to schedule 2 weeks in advance.
Students can schedule up to 2 weeks out.
Okay.
So you can schedule up to 14 days out, and then new availability will pop up each day. So
And also-
like, you can't schedule an appointment with me in November because it's only the beginning of October. So if there's no availability for 2 weeks, then maybe your career counselor is full. But if you look like tomorrow, a whole new day should pop up and no students have been able to register for it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, I know I'm in College of Sciences, and Wes Wade is my counselor, and the STEAM fair is coming up, so he probably has a ton of people that have already booked sessions with him. Is it for a specific internship you're applying to, or
No, I mean I was just talking about just like a general meeting.
in general? Yeah, In general, what she said holds, but if there's a large event coming up, those spots are gonna fill up quickly.
So like all right now with all the career fairs going on, like you're not really gonna get a meeting with them for a while. So you're saying.
It's possible. I'd say also try to widen the times that you can meet. If your availability is bigger, you'll probably have some more overlap.
You can also come to drop-in hours. They're held every day 11 to 2. There's no appointment needed. And our counselor on call can answer most of the questions that you may have about anything that you may have. So there's always that person. So if you can't make an appointment, or maybe you're not like an appointment person, you can always just swing by and stop by during drop-in hours.
So we're gonna save the rest of the questions at the end. Now, you learned all this information. We wanna make sure that you leave here with an action plan. So before you even start looking for jobs, make sure that you read through your career guide, learn about ePACK, play, fiddle, all that good stuff. Get your resume cover letter critique, your basic one or whichever personalized one. Build your LinkedIn that y'all learned about last week, and participate in a mock interview. Now you don't have to do all these things, but these are gonna heighten your chances for getting a job, so make sure you do all these things. And then also prepare early. Do your research, know when the deadlines are, know when you have to apply. The earlier you start the research, you can actually start to develop a plan around that, right? Search the job boards, start networking as early as you can, all that good stuff. Now, what if you don't get an internship? Don't worry. Don't waste the summer. That's the main thing. You can do a part-time job doing whatever and gain transferable skills that will still help you in your career. And those will come to any sort of career you choose to go into. Now, if you all will help us as part of the launch series, we request that you do an evaluation for us by going at the link at the bottom, typing that in your phone. And again, our names are Robert Bullard, Stephanie Evans, Prem Shah, and we just talked about jobs at Internships Church. So go ahead and do that evaluation for us, please. By the way, thank you for all the great questions. Y'all picked it up at the end. I was worried. We can also answer some more questions while y'all are doing this too, if anyone has any. In the back?
How realistic is it for a freshman to actually get an internship?
Very realistic.
So the question was, how realistic is it for a freshman to get an internship? Do you
Yeah,
think more than
I
that?
would say very realistic. I mean, there are some, even on ePACK, they're open for freshmen to get that. It depends again on your industry, again, knowing that. I know for my industry, sometimes they're not looking for a freshman, they're looking for you once you get your sophomore, junior year. But like Prim said, you don't want to waste the summer. So there can be internships that you can get that are similar to what you're interested in or what you want your full-time position to be. So just making sure that you reach out and get those opportunities. But freshmen do get internships after their first year.
I mean, I've known a good amount who will go to the career fairs, impress and wow employers, and get an internship right after their first year at NC State. So just take the efforts to network, take the efforts to prepare for these opportunities, and definitely that is available to you.
Yeah, and just remember that there are plenty of first-year students that have that in their head. They think they can't get an internship, so they won't take those opportunities. But if you do that, that'll make you stick out.
Good question. Yeah.
Can you explain more about what a co-op is?
Okay, so a co-op is basically, it's tied to your degree. So unlike an internship, you can get an internship no matter what your major is. You can, if you are in business, you can get an internship that might be in some other area. But with a co-op, it's going to be, you have to be matriculated into your degree program, meaning you have to have at least 30 credit hours into a program, and you have to agree to stay in that program and do the co-op. And so with the co-op, what you'll do is you'll be working for a semester full-time, and then you can possibly do rotations where you take school for a semester, and then you work for a semester.
It might seem like eerie, like, oh, I can't take a semester off to go work, but like, that's what the goal is for school, right? To go work. And internships and co-ops lead to full-time positions, so definitely take advantage of those opportunities.
And they're paid. Co-ops
Yeah,
are always
and
paid.
money.
The other thing about co-ops is you normally stay with the same company and you'll work for them for multiple semesters throughout your 4 years here. With internships, commonly it might be just for that one summer, and then maybe for the next summer you'll intern at a different organization. Internships can be paid, but commonly nonprofit organizations are unpaid, but co-ops are almost always commonly paid, for sure.
So I just want to thank you all for your time. As soon as you finish your evaluation, you are all free to go. And if you have any other questions, we'll stick around for a little while. Feel free to come up to us and talk to us and ask us.